All right, good morning, River Landing. It's time for chair yoga. Glad to have you here today. Let's sit up nice and tall in our chair. Good, feet are forward, and let's close our eyes just for a moment, sitting so that our hips, shoulders, and ears are in line, and we're breathing some nice big deep breaths. Good, relaxing through that body, feeling soft. Taking an inventory of anything that might hurt or feel painful or tight. Good. Just relaxing, softening. With your eyes still closed, let's turn our head to one side and hold it there and breathe. And bring it back to the center the other way. And bring it back to the center. Let's tuck that chin. Eyes are still closed, or we're looking softly through our eyes. One more breath here. Just calming ourselves, getting ready for yoga practice. And then let's lift that head, and as we lift our head, let's open our eyes. Hello, good to have you here. All right, let's take one arm, we're going to push it back and away. And we're going to turn our head again. Feeling that stretch through the shoulder, feeling that stretch through the arm. Good, while you're here, I want you to take your fingers and curl them into the palm of your hand. Feeling that stretch right through the forearm. Good, and let that hand go, bring everything to the center, let's roll the shoulder. Roll that shoulder. All right, let's do the other side. So we sit up tall, we push that arm away, and we turn our head away. Good, then take your hand and I want you to curl your fingers right into the palm of your hand, stretching through your forearm. Feeling that stretch all the way up the forearm. I feel it right in my hand too. And bring that right back to the center. Let's roll that shoulder. Roll that shoulder. Good. All right, now let's take both hands and push them back all the way back. Take your hands and curl them right into your fist. And then I want you to pull them forward. So really what I've done is this. I've gone up like this, but I've stretched it back, really stretching through that forearm today. Good, now go the opposite way and flex that hand, keeping that gentle fist. Shoulders are down, relax. Hard to do sometimes, isn't it? Good, now bring it forward, stretch it forward. Let's take those hands and just rub them together. Ah, good. Making some heat. Let's take that heat. We're gonna warm up those legs a little bit. So warming up those knees and those legs, getting those muscles ready. Good, let's do the other side. Good. Warm them up, get them ready. Good, all right, that feels so good, doesn't it? To kind of warm things up. Let's rock now. Let's rock a little bit forward. Lift your heels, rock back, lift your toes. You might need to move your feet to a different position so that you can get comfortable there. Good, rocking it back and forth. Yeah. Good. All right, and then let's hold it back there. Hold it back there, stretch it out. Let's lift those arms up to the sky like we're saying, come on, Jesus, here I am. There we go. And let's bring it all the way down and tuck our chin just a little bit and shake that head. Good. All right, and then let's bring that head all the way up. Let's bring those legs out wide. Good, coming forward in our chair, because I know a lot of us have those arms in our chair. Good, and we're gonna come over to one side and we're gonna look at our shoe. Maybe we're gonna reach down, like we're gonna try to tie that shoe, keeping that chest lifted, especially if you've had any glaucoma surgery or cataract surgery, or if you just get dizzy easily. I want you to keep the head lifted for those of you that can. Come on down a little bit further. Push your bottom back in that chair. And then let's come up. Let's do that other side. So we anchor, we look at that foot. Maybe reach down towards that foot, keeping that head and chest lifted if we need to. Extending through that arm. Feel the stretch in the upper part of the back and curling just that little bit. Good. Now let's come all the way up. Let's take those legs and we're going to put them out wider, longer. And we're going to slide down and look and twist. And bring it back. Let's do that other side. Slide, look, twist. Keeping that head and chest lifted. I feel like I'm going to lose something here. Yep, I am. And then let's come all the way up. It's so hard sometimes to keep these in my slippery nylon pants. There we go. All right, so staying with those heels forward, I want you to hinge forward, push that tailbone back, feel the stretch right through the inner part of that hip, right into the groin area there. Feel that stretch. Keeping your head, chest, and ears and shoulders, everything in the right position so the posture is good. Feeling that stretch into the hip. Good, and then bring it all the way to the front. Let's stretch it here. Coming forward, maybe we're grabbing the chair, maybe the arms of the chair, maybe we feel safe enough we can reach those hands forward, pushing that chest forward. And we're breathing, nice big deep breaths. Now let your head come down just a little bit, no somersaults please, just keep yourself safe. And then let's curl and come all the way up, curl, and all the way up. Oh, didn't that feel good? All right, now kick those feet out. Kick those feet out, getting ready to come up off that chair for a little stretch off the chair. Good, and then let's march those feet out. Let the neighbor below you hear you. Stomp your feet a little bit, bring some blood and oxygen into those legs. Good, plant your feet. Let's go ahead and come all the way up. Good, all right. So I want you to stand behind your chair so that you can see me. I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see me better, so you can see what I'm doing better, but I want you to still be straight on. So let's take one foot back. We're going to work on balance right out of the box today. We're going to put one leg back, one arm out. Good, and maybe we let go. Maybe we let go of that chair. Maybe it's a momentary let go. Maybe it's a complete let go. It's up to you. And then we bring it down. Let's do the other side. So we stretch it back, hold it here. Good, and then bring it back. We're gonna make it harder. So we're gonna bring it back. For those of you that can, we're gonna lift through the hip, squeezing the hip, not bringing the hip open, but keeping the knee down. Hold it here, hold it here. Breathe, nice big deep breaths. Balancing on that leg. And let's bring it down. Let's do the other side. So we stretch it out, big stretch. Hold it here and breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Good, and bring it all the way back down. All right, we're gonna make it a little bit harder, so we're gonna go to a level 3. So you can pick your level here. You can always stop here, right? That's level 1. Level 2 has us lifting that hip. Level 3 has us hinging, saluting, bending the knee, and letting it go. So level 3 got a lot harder, didn't it? And bring it down. Can we do the other side? So you take your level, you choose which level is better for you. We reach it back. Level 1, level 2, level 3 is the hinge. And the salute. And bringing it out and bringing it down. Good, good. All right, very good. So let's bring our legs a little wide, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this way for this. So bring your legs a little wide. Toes are facing out. Good, and we're gonna do just a little mini squat here. Keeping your head and chest lifted. We're pulling those knees outward, trying to get them over the second and third toe. So hold on to the chair, take a look. Where do they go? If they're not that far, then maybe you need to move your position so that you can get them in the right position. Good. So we're going to just go up and down here. It's a plie for those of you that have some ballet experience. Good. We're going to hold this one here. Hold this one here. Take those arms, reach them up. Shoulders are down. Cactus pose if your arms don't feel good there. Hands on the hips if you can't reach up any longer. Good. So we're going to inhale and open. Exhale, come back down. Maybe cactus pose here. Maybe that reach. You choose. Building that strength. We're going to inhale, come up. Take a breath. Good. One more time. Inhale, lift, come down. Shoulders are down. Cactus arms. You choose. Good. Holding right here for one more breath. Building strength in those legs. Now squeeze from your inner thighs to come up. Good. And then let's march it out, kick it out. Good. I'm going to come a little bit to the side so that you can see me. So we're just going to work a little bit on that hip. So we're going to lift the leg up, bring it around and circle. So it could be low and slow if that is what feels better for you, or we could lift it a little higher. Opening through that hip. Good. Can we reverse it and go the other way? So come back and around. And back and around. One more. Good. All right, march it out, because standing on that one leg for a while was a lot. So let's try to do the other side. I'm going to switch sides, but you can stay where you are. So we're going to go make that big circle. Make that big circle. Good. And can we circle the other way? See how that feels? It goes down, around, and up to the back. I get a big clunk in my hip when I do that. All right, very good. Let's march it out here. Good. I feel like we need to do something now in the middle. So let's come do that down dog on the chair. So let's walk it back. Good. So we're going to walk it back here. Bringing your feet so that they're right below your hips, bringing your ears between your arms, and you're making a tabletop that's so flat. I could bring my lunch, which is a salad with taco stuff in it, and my water, and nothing would spill. Good, so stretch it out right here. Breathe, let's hold. Kind of lift your hips, straighten your knees without locking them. Stretch it back, feel that stretch. Breathe. Good, let's look up, take a step forward. We're gonna do a little up dog here. So we're gonna stretch our hips a little bit forward, and then let's rock this. So we're gonna rock the hips back, down dog, inhale, lift, up dog. Good. Now you notice I took a little step in and made it a little easier for me. So if you want to take that same step in, you can. Good. One last time. Good. All right. Now take one more step forward. So we're standing up nice and tall. Let's step one leg back into that warrior one position, pushing that heel into the floor. Good, feeling that nice stretch here. Let's open to the back. So either hands on the hips or clasp those hands together. And I want you to push down, slide down, reach your chest up. So however that feels for you, whatever feels right there for you. Breathing, nice big deep breaths. If it hurts, come forward. Holding one more breath here. Good, and then I want you to come forward, look over your chair. If you want to, you can lift those hands off your back side. It could be here, it could be clasped together. Push those hips back, stretch. Good, now hands come to the chair, and we straighten the front leg and push everything back. Push it back, elongate through that hip, elongate through that spine. Breathe. Nice big deep breaths. And then let's bring that foot in, let's march it out. Let's do the other side. So we bring that foot back, stretch it back. Good. Inhale. Lift those arms up for warrior one. Good. Exhale, bring them back to the back. We can put them right here. We can slide them down. We can clasp them together, pulling them down towards the floor, stretching through that hip. Maybe a little look up, a little back bend. One more breath here. And then we're going to come forward, keeping your hands where you're comfortable, looking over that chair. Breathing. Good, let's come all the way up. Grab that chair, straighten that leg, come back down. Lift that foot off the floor, stretch it back. Push that hip back, elongating through the leg, elongating through the hip. Breathing, nice big deep breaths. One more breath here. Putting that foot to the floor, let's walk it forward. Kick your heels up towards the back side. Speaking about kicking your heels, it's going to be a beautiful week. What a great time to get outside, enjoy the weather. Good, kick those heels one more time. All right, now I'm going to turn back to the center. So you're still facing me with your chair. This time we're going to kick our feet to the front. Kick them right underneath that chair. This is a little bit of balance exercise right here. So a little bit of balance before we sit in the chair for a final stretch. And now hold it up here. Hold it right here. Point and flex that foot. Point and flex. Balancing on that one leg. Good. And bring that foot down. Let's do the other side. Point and flex. You got it. Bring it all the way down. All right, so I want you to bring your feet wide. Your chair is right here in front of you. One foot in front of the other just a little bit, and we're going to do a little bit of Tai Chi type movement right here. So we're going to reach forward, like we're going to grab something from someone, and then we're going to put it behind. We're going to give it to someone behind us. So it's a reach forward and a reach behind. Now, what are our feet doing? We could be extending, lifting, or we could be on the toe. Either one of those is fine. So then we extend, we could lift and hold, or we could keep the toe on the floor, either one. So here we go, just rock it back and forth. You choose what to do with your feet. Do what's the safest, always choose safety first. Good. And one more. Last one, hold it here. Maybe this time we can lift that foot off the floor. And bring it back, hold it to the front. And bring it all the way down. Let's march it out. Other foot's going to go forward, so we're going to rock it back and forth here. Rock it back and forth. We're grabbing something, we're holding it back, maybe lifting the feet, maybe not. You do what feels good. Reach, pull, hand it back. Good. Let's hold this one here, hold it back there. Lift that foot if you can. And plant that foot. Let's do the other side, reach it back. And bring it all the way to the center. Let's march it out. Let's do, sorry. My brain needs oxygen, that's why I yawn. All right, there's so much in there. All that stuff needs lots of oxygen in there. All right, so stretch it back. Good, one more time. This time, I want you to come down in that tabletop position. Same rules apply. But I want you to think about your hips. And I want you to see, can you lift one hip and bring it down? And lift one hip and bring it down. And notice I'm lifting my heel to do that. One hip and bring it down. One hip and bring it down. One more. Good, last one. Now, come back to that interim position, that middle position. I want you to swing your hips one way. So if I swing my hips right, I'm going to push with my left hand. So swing your hips a little bit to the right and push with your left hand into your chair. And feel how you're getting a good stretch there. And bring it back to the center, swing the other way. And bring it back to the center. Let's bend your knees. Let's come on forward. Kick those heels up again one more time. We're stretching the front of those legs every time we kick those heels up. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and get back in that chair. So I'm going to turn my chair back to the center. Have a seat in your chair. Kind of discombobulated here. That's okay. All right, so have a seat in that chair. Good. All right. Now, sitting up nice and tall, I want you to sit tall and don't lean. I want you to hug that leg in, pushing your chest forward just a little bit. So some of us, we won't be able to lift our leg up higher than this. That's okay. You do what feels good for you. Good. All right, while you're here, let's roll that ankle. We already pointed and flexed once, so roll. Sitting up nice and tall. And roll the other way. Good. Now I want you to take that leg and elongate the leg and reach the other arm up. So our tummy is tight right here. Reach that other arm up, stretch. Good, now let's reach for the toe. See how that feels. Ooh, it's a big long stretch, isn't it? Relax, relax. Good, some of us can reach our toes, some of us can't, that's okay. Do what feels good for you. And let's bring it all the way up. Let's do that other side. So we bring that leg out, sit up nice and tall, and for the life of me, I can't remember what I did. Isn't that awful? Okay. Oh, I know. Here it is. Sit up tall, hug that leg in. All of a sudden, my brain went blank. Sit up nice and tall, hug it in. And your hug in might be here, that's okay, right? Sitting up nice and tall. Good. Stretching through that spine, building some strength there even. Good. Now I want you to put that heel down. We're going to tighten through the abs, reach that arm back, stretch it up tall. Bend that elbow if you need to, and we're going to reach it forward and across. Maybe you're coming far, maybe not. Breathing nice big deep breaths. And then let's come all the way up. Sit up nice and tall. Let's rock those knees back and forth. That feels good. And walk those feet in. Let's take a minute and stretch through those feet. So let's rock them up and down. Good. A little calf raise there. Now let's rock one toe and one heel, doing the opposite. Good, just rocking through that heel. With those knee locks on, let's stretch them out to the side. So take a look, the knee locks are to keep your knees where they are, not to open them here. So keep them right here and put that foot down. Good, and rock it to the side. And put that foot down. Let's do that one more time, rock it side. And feet down. Now sit up nice and tall. Let's turn and look behind you. Turning your whole torso, not just the head, but make sure you're turning your upper part of your body so that you're looking behind you, almost like I'm looking to see what kind of traffic is there. And bring it back to the center. Let's turn the other way. And bring it back to the center. Let's curl right here like I just told you, some sad news. And And then I said, I was just kidding, so you sat up nice and tall. Good, one more time, curl through that spine. And then inhale and lift. Good, bring that spine right to neutral. Good. Let's bring one ear to the side. Let's let one hand fall. So the opposite hand falls as we stretch to the side. Look at the floor. Feel how that's different than bringing the chin on the diagonal. But let's tuck our chin right here. And bring that ear over and up. Let's bring that ear to the other side. Let that arm hang. And look at the floor. And bring it up and all the way up. Now shrug those shoulders just a little bit. Take any remaining tension out of those shoulders. Good. All right. Let's reach those arms out. We're going to flip our hands so that the back of your hands are together. And then make a gentle fist and pull those fists towards your wrist. And release. Good, let's do it again. Pull those hands towards your wrist. Good, now bring it right here, up and down. Good, I got a good snap and a crackle there when I did that. That means you're working hard. That is not a problem if those things happen. And then let's roll. And roll the other way. Good, now right here, open and close. Feel that stretch of the fingers. Good, open it up right here, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And give those hands a shake. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Relax through those shoulders, shake that whole arm. That feels so good today. All right, let's scoot back in that chair. Getting ready for our final relaxation. We have another minute or so. Or maybe 30 seconds. So tuck your chin just a little bit, but keep your shoulders lifted. We're gonna bring your ear to the side, and then to the center and to the side. But I don't want you to go any further than where your ear and your shoulder are in line. Don't do the full circle. That's not good for your cervical spine, which is the spine that is part of your neck. Good. So rock it side to side. All right, and then let's hold it right in the center, holding it right in the center. Let's sit up tall, sitting back just a little bit. Breathe. And then let's lift that head and get ready for Shavasana in our chair for that final relaxation. Breathing some nice big deep breaths, closing your eyes if you like. Making sure that you're sitting tall but that you're relaxed in your chair. So we're not sitting in a bucket seat so our hips are forward. We want to sit with our hips in line with our shoulders as much as possible. And we're breathing. Nice big deep breaths. Let's slowly open up those eyes. Take a big deep breath and let it go. Good, one more big deep breath. Bring those hands up to prayer. Those prayer hands come to your heart and your head comes down and bows towards your hands in honor of the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your yoga with me today. I hope you feel stretched and energized and ready to get outside and take a walk and enjoy this beautiful day. Namaste.